What's up, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Two Honks podcast, where when a honk eats dumplings, he'll know how many he has eaten.
You could say that again.
My name is Joe Little. Sitting across from me this evening making snide remarks is Lamar Costin. How are we this evening? Lamar.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It has been a long time. It's been such a long time.
I don't know. I feel like we kind of are starting over here from ground one, as they say, ground A.
Yeah, I don't even know what episode we're on.
Yeah.
What's the episode number?
There's no way to know that. There's no way we could figure that out.
We got to be getting close to 40.
We're getting damn near 100, I think.
Yeah.
At this point.
Damn near 100.
About 100.
Your birthday's coming up here, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, by the next time we do another episode, I might be 10 years older.
You might be.
There's no way to know.
Who knows? I mean, we
at this rate, yeah.
Get all these spontaneous breaks going. You never know when you're going to end the podcast.
We keep people on their toes, including ourselves. Last time we had an episode, the way that we arranged time in our civilized society was different than it is now.
Yeah.
We've changed that. The way we have our time system is different.
Yeah, we have changed the progression of time.
The hours have changed, yeah.
The hours have, in fact, changed.
Yeah.
When it switched over, how did you feel? How did you feel the next day?
I feel angry.
You feel angry when
every time
over.
Anything changes, I feel really angry about it.
Okay.
Because I don't like change.
You don't adapt well to change.
I don't agree with it. And so now we're dealing with a situation that, like you were saying, you got off work and it's like midnight already.
Yeah, and it's like dark outside.
I don't like it.
Why does it have to be dark outside by the time I get off work? Why can't the world share a little bit of daylight with me? What happened?
Why can't the world smile upon us?
Why? And, I guess some people in certain parts of the world are living in constant darkness at the moment. Iceland.
Right.
Isn't that a place that's dark a lot? I don't know. I don't know anything about Iceland.
A lot of people say a lot of things about Iceland, but I want to say that's probably not true.
I want to say that it is, because I think it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than you. So.
Well, maybe you're right. I don't know.
You know, the vibes are off here, Lamar. I need this diffuser.
Why? I didn't notice our diffuser had stopped. And this is what was this again? A Norwegian eucalyptus?
This is Australian sandalwood.
Pardon me. Sandalwood.
Australian sandalwood. And we're just going to get a nice...
Yeah, when I walked into the room here earlier, it smelled and tasted like I was eating some kind of forest.
Yeah. That's better. That's better for the vibes.
Yeah.
I think.
So last time we had this podcast, it was ages ago.
Yes.
We don't remember how we used to do this, so if you'll bear with us here.
Well, one thing that I remember that we spoke about on the last one was how you were going to have your nose removed.
Lopped off.
And here you are, nose standing in front of me. What happened there?
Yeah, they decided to leave it intact. What they did was they snipped it in the center here. They flipped it up, and then they just kind of dug out everything that was underneath it.
Oh, okay.
So this is a shell
Yeah.
of the nose now.
It's a shell corporation. It's a shell of the
Shell
nose.
owns this, and this underneath there's nothing there now.
So it's a shell of a nose that it once was.
It's a shell of a former was a nose, formerly was a nose.
It was a nose,
Shell now.
and now it's a shell. Okay.
Shell.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
The nose thing went well, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really excited to try to stay awake during the surgery to fight the anesthesia. Mm-hmm. That fight was lost
yeah.
rather quickly by me. I lost ground on that attack.
So anesthesia,
Anesthesia.
how would one fight such a thing? With those massive guns,
With the muscles.
Wow.
I looked at the doctor in his face, and he said, I'm going to administer some anesthesia through your IV now.
Yeah.
And luckily for him, I already had my clothing off,
Okay.
and I just flexed my guns. I said, you're going to have to get through these first.
Yeah. That's
And,
what I would say.
Yeah, and he kind of laughed, which
Yeah.
I found offensive.
Okay.
And I got the adrenaline pumping. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up in the recovery room.
Wow.
And I was so upset with
Wow.
myself that I didn't get a chance to fight him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So have you seen him since?
I haven't seen him since then. I think I think he's scared. I think he might be scared of of me.
Yeah. I mean, you see that kind of flex. You see those
Yeah.
kind of muscles once. You're not coming back for seconds. I'll tell you that much
That's
right now.
what I was thinking. He probably
Yeah.
as soon as he saw him, he hit the whatever emergency button to send the drugs into me.
Well, and I also hear that this new nose has given you new career opportunities as well.
The new nose has given me a new lease on life.
New lease on life. But I heard that the news called you to be a nosecaster, right?
That is you got a little bit of that backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did the nose call you to be a newscaster?
The
then?
nose called me to be a nosecaster, and I said,
Oh.
I don't do the nose. The
Okay.
nose is what happens.
Oh, okay.
So I tell people the nose is what happens.
So then you just tell them about the nose that's happening,
Right.
and you don't impart your own judgment on the nose.
Right.
Yeah.
And the nose just happens to all of us, I think.
I think that, I think that people put their own opinions on the nose way too much.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of hearing your opinion on the nose. Just tell me the nose.
Right.
All I want to know is the nose.
Well, the nose knows best.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Exactly. I mean, the nose is just the facts, and the facts are the nose.
The nose is there's a reason why it's right in the center of our face. If
Yeah.
you ever really look at a face, the first thing people always notice is the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Because they're always looking around.
Yeah.
They're trying to look through you all the time.
It's like, why the fuck are you looking at my eyeballs?
Yeah,
Look
stop.
at my nose.
Look at my nose. It's right in the center of my face.
It's the furthest pointing out thing
right.
on my face.
Somehow we just kind of ignore it all the
Yeah.
time. Well, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I think.
I tried staring at my nose as much as I possibly could for a little while.
Did you?
But it didn't work out. I started running into a lot of walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nose is quite an odd thing to be totally serious. The nose makes no sense to me. What it is, what it does, the way it looks.
Well, I mean, I find that the nose makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because sense comes into the nose, right?
I thought it was nose sense.
Well,
The world is full of nose sense.
well, the sense come into the nose, and the nose makes sense as long as you're just telling people about the nose. I don't want to hear your opinion on
The
the
nose makes sense or it smells sense?
It makes the nose is sense.
Is sense.
If you didn't have a nose, you wouldn't have sense. You wouldn't know what sense was.
Well,
if
you'd
you
be
didn't
down
have a
one
nose.
sense.
Yeah.
Right.
But everybody's been talking about the nose, you know?
I know.
You knows?
I know that.
It's like the nose isn't the nose anymore. There's this divide,
Right.
you know? There's this divide
The
in our
septum.
society, and everybody's
That's the septum.
turning the nose into what they want it to be.
Yeah.
And here's what the nose is. And here's the other side, and they're making the nose what they want it to be.
Right. But
Nobody's hitting it on the nose. The nose doesn't make sense
You
anymore.
just got to hit it right in the center of the
The
nose.
nose is sense. It's supposed to be sense, and it's not making sense anymore.
It doesn't make sense, but it does smell sense.
Yeah,
Right?
it does.
I smelled a scent the other day. It smelled like maybe like a unwashed human.
An
Smelled
unwashed person.
smelled like a poopy kind of smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I smelled. What else did I smell?
Yeah.
I smelled some rain the other day.
You smelled some rain.
I don't know if it's really, you can't really smell rain per se.
What is the scent of rain? Rain takes
Yeah.
many forms,
It's
I
not-
think.
I don't think it's really the smell of rain. It's like the smell of all the stuff that rain kind of washes around.
Yeah.
Like when I think of rain smell, it's actually like probably car fluids
Yeah.
and stuff that are being washed around.
It's just, whatever's around you being kind of unearthed by the rain.
Just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Just a bunch of bullshit.
Just a
really.
bunch of bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I think you'll be very happy to hear this, and our listeners will be very happy to hear this as well.
Okay.
My fitness score is 5 times higher than it was
5 times.
the last time we spoke, because
That's a lot.
it was 5,
5. You're right. I remember
and
that.
now it's at 25.
Okay.
5. That's times 5.
That seems like it would be impossible for you to improve that much.
Imagine, give me another month, we'll get another 5 times. That fitness score will be through the roof. We'll have like 125 on our hands.
Now,
You won't
is
even
this-
know what to do with yourself.
I think I may have asked you this before, but is there a ceiling for this score, or are you just continually being like, oh,
It's infinite.
I'm at 1,000, I'm at 15,000 now.
Yeah, I'm at 15,000 units of fitness.
Or is that at that point, are you going to be like just totally shredded? Like,
Yeah, just totally. I mean, maybe not shredded, but I'll be very fit, and I'll know that I'm fit.
right.
And I won't have to prove that to anybody else because I don't need anybody's approval.
You just need the number to tell you.
I just need the number to tell me that I'm fit, and I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm fit because I don't need your
Right.
approval, guys.
So the number, even if the number could be like 40,000 or whatever, just
Yeah.
throwing some numbers out here, and you could be, you could look exactly the same as you do now.
Yeah,
But what you're telling me is that even though you might not be like an Adonis,
yeah,
cut shredded, that you would still be fitter than me.
yes.
You would, yeah.
Well, I'm always going to be fitter than you. So let's keep that in mind
Yeah.
right now.
Because my fitness score is probably like what, a negative.
It's in the
4,
negative. It's in
probably.
the negative because you had to go get your nose casted.
I had to take a whole little over a week off of
Yeah.
of gym time.
Yeah.
And that was tough.
Well, and I'm on a meteoric rise. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. Because
You can't be stopped.
I'm extremely humble. I'm really good.
Yeah.
I'm really, really, really fucking good at being humble. I'm so good at it. Like,
Yeah.
if there was a humbleness competition, I would destroy everyone
You think you would win that?
at how humble I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no ego. None. My ego is dead.
You have the least amount of
Yeah.
anybody I know.
When I was a kid, I just took my little squirt gun, my little toy squirt gun.
Yeah.
I looked at my ego and I said, "You're dead." That's what I did.
Really? And
Yeah.
really, and physically you did that?
Yeah, I had a broken squirt gun though. That's why I didn't do the squirt thing I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It was more of a, but it worked. Killed my ego. So,
Okay. Well, there you have it.
yeah. But anyway, I've been thinking about a lot of things lately.
Is that right?
I've been thinking about a lot of things lately. One thing is being a recovering alcoholic.
Okay.
So here's an interesting
We're
thing.
both sober now. People
Yeah.
may not know that. We are sober.
We're
People-
sober folks.
California sober.
California sober.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much sober though, because you don't even
pretty sober.
You don't even really partake in pot. When it's
Yeah,
around.
I'm pretty straight edge.
Yeah.
Now, actually.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about getting one of the X's tattooed.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember the kids doing that when I was like in college.
Are you gonna join the group and
I was
start
like,
beating people up?
These guys are kind of cool. You
Yeah.
start going to hardcore shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start doing those like windmill
Start
dances.
swinging.
Yeah, dating women that are younger than you. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's big in the crowd. It's big in that crowd.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're about to be 40.
Robbing the cradle.
Meet somebody that's 23.
Okay.
You know, there
Yeah.
you go.
I'll take a
mean,
mid-20s.
yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, it's now's the best time to be straight edge because you look at it, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, but for me though, when the point that I was trying to get to here before you just
Right.
fucking steamrolled me because you
Let's-
always do that.
Let's go back to you. Sorry to take the attention away from you for a
Yeah,
second.
seriously.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
were you going to
Well,
say?
I forgive you. You're fine. But anyway,
It's fine.
what I was gonna say is that every single motion and every single thing that I do in my day-to-day life, I'm a recovering alcoholic, goes along with it. It's like,
Okay.
oh, so I'm walking to the grocery store today. Why am I walking to the grocery store? Oh, it's because I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Okay.
Oh, it's 9:00 at night and I'm pouring myself a cup of decaf. Oh, I think it's just because I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Okay.
Oh, did I just say something rude and impartial to your stepfather? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was so
Yeah.
rude. I'm a recovering alcoholic. You'll have to forgive me.
Right.
You know?
So is that an excuse that you're using, or is it just a reasoning for like?
It's definitely an excuse. I basically get to do whatever I want now.
You can do whatever you want and
Yeah.
just blame it on alcoholism.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, once you pass like 60 days sober, people start taking you seriously. They're like, "Oh, okay, you know,
Yeah.
he gets it. He's
I better not upset Joe.
He's recovering."
I
Yeah,
better
you
not
know?
upset him.
Yeah, because I mean, they talk about in the 12 steps. You know, step number 1, you got to admit that your life has become unmanageable, and
Yeah.
you need to like hand it over to a greater power
Okay.
to kind of take that life. You know, because you're not going to be able to manage it yourself. You need to give that to a higher power.
Yeah.
I've discovered that my higher power is just me being a recovering alcoholic because I'm great.
So your higher power that you found is actually yourself.
It's actually me.
Yeah.
That's how great I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard anybody use that one before.
You know, I mean,
A lot of people say God or
Yeah. Or the universe,
spirituality or
or
something.
nature, or they get really into Buddhism,
Buddhism.
or they, I just, or they start like a garden or something, and I just all I got to do is look in a mirror. So
Yeah.
it's just because I'm really unique. I'm a really special
So
guy.
you're both the inspiration and higher power for your alcohol treatment.
Yeah.
And you're also and you're also the alcoholism is also an excuse for any bad behavior that you have.
Yeah. No, if I ever do anything off-putting, just know,
Yeah.
oh, Joe's a recovering alcoholic. It's okay.
It's okay that he's an asshole
Yeah.
because
Oh, I'm sorry that he said something rude
Yeah.
to your sister and he made her cry.
yeah.
But he's a recovering alcoholic, so it's fine.
He's 60 days
You're,
plus now.
you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, you're gonna know. I don't want to upset him. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Some good progress there.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing that I've realized over these last few days is that you're not. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not doing anything toxic.
Right.
You're not the toxic person.
Yeah.
You're not the one causing harm or anything else to anybody else around you. So you don't need to check yourself because everyone around you is gaslighting you.
Right.
Everybody that you know,
Right.
they are all gaslighting you and they are wrong
Yeah.
and they are abusive and you need to just put their toxicity out of your life
Right.
because
I am
you
great.
are great.
I am wonderful.
Just remember that.
yeah.
I mean, I learned that on Instagram, so I think that everybody should kind of take that with them.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of starting. It's catching traction.
Yeah.
It's an idea that's catching traction.
You think that goes for everybody, not just me and you?
I think it goes for everyone.
Everybody's being gaslighted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you are your own universe. Be an island unto yourself.
Right.
Isolate. Don't get involved.
Don't talk to people.
Don't talk to them.
Yeah.
The only people that should be talking to each other is just you and me,
Yeah.
because we're smart.
We are
So-
very smart. That's a good point.
But yeah,
Well, should we let's take a little break here.
we're gonna take a little break
We're gonna take a 5
because we do this. We're live right now, so
Yeah.
we do this in 2 parts. We always take a little break.
We have to because the European Union limited my camera.
They're limiting our creativity.
Yeah.
And they're stifling us, really.
Yep. Every time.
We got some higher ups working on it, but yeah, we're going to take a little break here, and we'll be back in just a few.
Okay.
All right. And we're back.
So, I've been a student of laughter for most of my life.
Yeah.
I like to pay attention to and mimic and mock and practice other people's laughs.
Okay.
You ever done that?
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting. I'm fascinated by
The art of it.
the variety of sounds that people make when they laugh. Mm-hmm. As you may know, I have, seems like everywhere I live, I have either roommates or neighbors that laugh in interesting ways.
Yeah.
The people that live below me now, I think I may have mentioned this in a previous episode, but somebody just moved in below me, and they have, I think of a stereotypical kind of stoner laugh. It's like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the time. Very, very
Okay.
easygoing people.
So what do you think they're talking about typically? Is there a subject matter to this? Have you spoken with these people at
I
all?
haven't talked to them. You know, the thing about my apartment is that it's pretty thick insulation between buildings and such.
Yeah.
And they're below me, but even so, like, all I hear is the lower bassy resonance that comes through. It's just sounds like
So if you're listening through your walls,
it's very muffled. Yeah. I
spooky. That sounds scary.
it's
a
kind
little
of
bit.
everything
Sounds like a ghost.
Everything's scary to me.
Yeah.
But I would say what based on the cadence of it, it sounds like they're playing video games.
Okay.
I'm not a soothsayer,
Okay.
but I have pretty good intuition.
So, have you?
That's a good one. That's a good laugh. Sounds like they're smoking weed,
Yeah.
playing video games,
That. Yeah.
right?
That does sound like those two things would go together quite well.
Yeah.
So, these people, have you seen them? Have you seen their
I don't
faces
think
at all?
I've seen them. I don't see anybody in my apartment. It's like, I feel like I'm insane a little bit.
Yeah.
When I live there, because I feel like nobody else exists almost. 'Cause
Yeah.
I never see anybody.
Uh-huh.
It's like I'm hallucinating everything that's happening.
Okay.
I don't know.
So do you think that maybe we live in the Matrix and you are hallucinating everything that's happening?
I mean, I could be just losing my mind.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that, you create your own reality.
Yeah.
But am I literally creating my own reality? Like this room that I sit here in.
Yeah.
Did I make it up with my brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it what it is.
It makes it even funnier the
Yeah.
variety of laughs that there are out there. I'm personally partial to, and maybe it's like my true laugh.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody has like a real laugh when something really is funny to me. Mm-hmm. I do one of these.
Yeah.
It's almost silent. It's a little bit of a softness. But some people do that with voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear one of those laughs. I think that's hilarious because it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
You sound like an idiot.
Well, some people go really high pitched with it. Like they're like,
Yeah.
They
Right.
sound like a clown
Or a
little
wicked
bit.
witch kind of.
Like an evil clown.
When there's a lot of airflow happening
Yeah.
and there's a voice to it, I think you sound insane.
Yeah.
Like I've been listening to Conan's podcast, and his sidekick Sona has a laugh that's kind of like that. It's like kind of like that.
That sounds forced. It doesn't sound
it does
real.
sound forced when I do it, but when she does it, it's not quite that bad.
Yeah.
I'm not
okay.
an actor.
Yeah.
I am an aspiring thespian, though, but I am a student of laughter.
You are okay. A student of laugh.
I just like to study it. I think it's interesting the way that people make sounds.
Yeah.
I like the really effusive, eruptive laughters that are like,
Yeah.
like that. But like that's real. Like people
Yeah.
laugh like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it?
I laugh like that. What are you talking about?
Did you? Is that what you just did?
I did that
was
just
a real
now.
laugh. I couldn't.
Just
tell.
like that. comes from the if it's only mildly funny, I just go ha. Yep.
One of those, like Nelson.
If it's really funny, I tend to do a cackle.
Really?
It's more like
I've heard you do that, and that's when it sounds like you're deranged almost.
yeah.
Something's taken possession of your body.
Yeah. Well, I remember one time, and this was in the party days. I'd say this was circa 2016.
Okay.
I was
Party time.
I had eaten about an eighth of mushrooms or so, or maybe less, but it was a lot.
That'll give you the giggles.
Yeah. And I was actually fucking with your cat.
Oh yeah, everybody does that.
I was, yeah.
Everybody loves to do that.
Because, I mean, your cat, you know, if you touch her the wrong way, she's one of those that kind of, you know. But I was, you know, fucking with her on purpose, and I was doing this thing, and then she scratched me, and my hand started to bleed, and
Right.
it was hilarious.
That's funny.
So when the blood was running down my hand, I started going, and everyone around me got very scared. They were very horrified.
Did you scare Sheila, the victim of your?
No, I did not scare Sheila.
Really?
Sheila was pumped that I left, that I was gone,
that
I was laughing about the blood in the first place, you know. But I definitely scared everyone around me.
Right.
Because they were wondering if anything was wrong.
With your brain.
But yeah, I mean, something probably is wrong with my brain.
Something interesting. I don't know if this happened to you, but on higher doses of psychedelics, I've had this happen to me on mushrooms and one time on acid, where like my brain feels like it's melting.
Yeah.
You ever had that happen where it feels like your head might pop off your body, and your brain is like turning into liquid.
Yeah, like it's oozing and swelling, and
Like your head's gonna pop off, and the brain matter will just kind of leak back down your spinal column.
yeah, I hear that. I've been there.
It's kind of interesting sensation.
Yeah. You know, the first time I ever did a psychedelic drug of any kind, I ate mushrooms.
Yeah.
And at the time, I did not know that you didn't really need to eat that many
Right.
to have an experience. But I ate a lot of them
Right.
and had a full-on existential crisis.
Nice.
And I said something that has still stuck with me to this day. Because when you have an existential crisis, it's a crisis about how small you are and how insignificant and all that kind of stuff. You know, because you think about yourself in the universe.
Think you're so great
yada,
and so
yada.
important, and then you realize you're not.
And then your ego just dies, and you shoot it with a squirt gun. And it goes
yeah.
just like that.
Right.
But I said something that has stuck with me to this day, and it's I like you, but you don't matter. You don't matter, but I like you.
Is that what you tell your friends?
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
That's what. Hey, you know what? I like you, but you don't matter.
Right.
You don't mean anything at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just the way I live my life.
That's how you do it?
Yeah.
Did you look at yourself in the mirror when you said that during the trip?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not an exception to that. I know that I don't matter.
Hey, you seem like a cool guy, but you don't matter.
Yeah. Hey, you seem like a really neat dude. I'm really happy that I got to spend this wonderful time with you, but you're not important.
But you're bullshit, and I hate you.
You don't matter. There's nothing about you that is important. You don't bring anything to the table.
Yeah.
You're not bringing anything to the table.
I'm having and will have a great time with you, but
Yeah.
nothing you do makes any difference at all.
You could be John Lemon, and you'd be looking me straight in the face, and I'd say, hey, you're not significant.
Yeah.
You know? Doesn't matter.
We're having fun, but you're not that important
You're not that great.
at the end of the day.
I don't like you.
At the end of the day, I don't even really like you.
Yeah, I don't even like you that much.
Had a good time.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah, I had fun.
You're fine.
It's fine. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But I don't really like you.
but you're not important.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of the day.
I mean, if you really want to get down to brass tacks.
Yeah, if you really want to know.
Yeah.
Don't really care for you, honestly.
Yeah. I don't care for most people.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. If I had to choose hanging out with you or a handful of old, stuffing from a teddy bear,
Yeah.
I'd pick the bear.
Pick the stuffing the bear.
I'd pick the stuffed insides of a
yeah.
bear.
At least the stuffed insides of a bear know how to shut the fuck up. I'll tell you that much.
You darn
right now.
tootin'.
Yeah.
You darn tootin'.
Yeah. Knows when to stop talking. I'll tell you that much. It's like, hey, we're really glad you got that bachelor's degree. When you were getting your bachelor's degree, did they ever teach you how to shut up?
Right.
They ever teach you how to shut your fucking mouth?
I missed that day in
Did they
school.
ever? Yeah. I missed that one. You missed that day.
That's a really important day.
Yeah.
I watched Star Wars for the first time
Okay.
yesterday night.
This is some meaty stuff
I just
here.
kind of say that as if it's no big deal, but I know several people in my life who have been violently upset when they heard that I had never seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe I'll watch it someday. Mm-hmm. But, I'm rounding 40 years old here.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, if you round up, you are 40.
I'm already I mean, technically, I was not 0 when I was born, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my 40th year already.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Let's give this damn thing. Let's give this a spin. Let's see what everybody's so excited about.
Yeah.
So I fired it up last night. I watched Star Wars Episode 4.
Oh, okay.
The original Star Wars.
All right.
But I'd say this. I watched it on Disney Plus because I got my bros login for the Get Back Beatles thing.
Yeah.
I got to say this. They added CGI to it.
Really?
I am pissed.
They added CGI.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Since it was originally released, they have added CGI.
Georgie Boy added CGI sometime in the 2000s.
Okay.
And replaced the original movie with the CGI version of it.
Really?
So now it's not even the original.
You can't even get the authentic
see the original.
Star Wars experience.
Can't even see the original movie.
Okay.
So I was kind of TO'd about that.
Yeah.
Initially. PO'd.
Yeah.
But I did watch it. And I give it about a 5.
Give it about a 5.
I give it a 5.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Didn't really hold my interest. Like I took a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
I was like, kind of boring.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've always kind of felt that way about Star Wars. Like,
It's okay.
what is this?
What am I doing?
What's happening? I have never once understood the plot line. What's happening? What's going on?
I couldn't tell you there.
What's
yeah.
what?
Yeah, I couldn't follow a single lick of it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I will say that I think I might watch the next one.
Okay.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
I don't know why it starts on 4.
Yeah.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, they released episode 1 when I was like 10 years old.
Right, which
I remember I saw episode 1
like in the 90s, right, or something?
Yeah. And that would have been 98, 99, somewhere in there.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
I watched that one in the theaters, and when I was a kid, I was very excited about it. No idea what happened.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't hers.
I just remember Jar Jar Binks, and they did the pod racing thing, and there was a lot of crashing and action.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of noises happening.
And that was about it. That's about what I got out of it.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, that makes you excited. But right now, I'm just like, what happened? What happened in there?
There's actually no content.
The
movie was actually there's nothing behind it. Mm-hmm. But I was curious to see because I know I must have seen like glimpses of it growing up and stuff because it's like everybody has. But when I watched it, there was just nothing like there was no recognition, no recollection of anything that happened, which I thought was kind of odd. But so altogether, I watched the movie and I still don't feel like I've seen it because nothing really stood out.
Yeah,
as rememberable about it.
Yeah,
nothing was rememberable about it.
Yeah.
I'll say it again because it's not a word. Rememberable.
Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe we should just...
Maybe not watch it.
Yeah, maybe we should tell Star Wars fans to fight us.
Yeah.
Fight me about it.
Is it actually a good movie?
Is it good?
Is it? Because I almost fell asleep.
If you're convinced that it's good, fight me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Talk to my guns.
Let's see what's going on here.
You talk to these puppies?
Been working on these. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my Fists of Fury might have something to say about the movie.
Yeah.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think if I had to rate Star Wars, I'd be in there. I'd be there somewhere too.
And that 5 is just for effort, really.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, you tried. You know,
Uh-huh.
I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, totally. We were going to talk about sconces.
Yeah.
So
We should talk about sconce real quickly before we have to end this.
when I say sconce, what do you think?
I'm thinking of a nice buttery scone.
A scone.
I'm thinking of a scone. I don't know why.
I'm thinking of a structure.
Right.
A sconce, like a sconce. Like
Maybe
this
I'm
is
just
a
hungry. I don't
wall.
know.
This is a wall, and then it meets the ceiling, right?
Okay.
And it just goes straight to the ceiling.
Right.
Well, a sconce would start right here and go like this.
Like a cupboard or something?
Yeah, well, and it wouldn't be a cupboard. It's just a sconce,
It's just an empty
It's
space.
just a solid piece of wood or drywall. It's a sconce.
Why is it?
Because sometimes you put light fixtures there.
It's just there to be there.
Sometimes
to
it's a structural thing.
okay.
Sometimes it's a decorational thing.
Can
like
you put
could,
stuff in it?
if this room had a sconce,
Yeah.
I'd put lights all around the sconces.
But you have
I'd
lights.
put so much shit on these sconces you wouldn't even know what you were doing with yourself. Okay.
But you don't need sconces to have lights because you have lights up now.
Yeah, but sconces are nice because you get them a little bit further away from the wall.
It's just a thing.
know?
It's just a thing that's there for no reason, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like a pediment,
Oh, okay. What
Like
pediment?
a pediment is like the thing on the front of a castle that's looked like a triangle.
Okay.
It's a pediment. So if that's a pediment and you have another pediment and that pediment is crossing this pediment,
How many pediments are we talking about here?
we're talking about two pediments.
Okay. That's one too many.
If there's two pediments and they're crossing each other,
Yeah.
that's an impediment.
Oh, it's an impediment.
That's an impediment.
I think
'Cause
I think you're an impediment.
You got a triangle, you got the pediment,
Yeah.
and then you got another triangle that's stacked on top. That's a pediment.
Okay.
That's an impediment. See? Not a lot of people know about that.
I wish I could have followed what you said.
Yeah.
But I
Well, okay. So pediment, impediment. That's all you need to know.
a pediment times an impediment is an
Te-
impediment.
If you do a pediment multiplied by a pediment,
Yeah.
you carry the pediment,
It's like a negative number.
that's an impediment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, and I mean, if you got a sconce and you cross another sconce, that's just more places to hang your lights. So
Right.
it's a win-win with a sconce. More sconces. Can we get more sconces?
Do we need more sconces?
more sconce?
What does it take to get a scone around here?
What's it take to get a sconce going?
How many barrels of scones does it take to get a sconce going?
How many sconces are worth the life of a scone? You know?
What about seance? That word sounds eerily similar to sconce.
Seance?
A seance?
What if we had a sconce seance?
A sconce
What if we had a
seance?
seance in this room for the sconces? Do you think the sconces would appear on the walls if we had a sconce seance?
I heard Scott was having a seance at the sconce.
I heard Scott was having a seance after he popped off his top in a sconce.
You just got to bring some scones to get in.
You got to bring some scones to Scott's seance for the sconce.
I was stoned. I ate a bunch of scones for the seance at the sconce.
Yeah, that's Scott's sconce seance.
Scott's sconce off.
Yeah. Scott's sconce off. Are you going to the annual sconce off for the sconce competition?
Is that where you dance on the sconces?
Yeah, that's where you dance on the sconce. They have a sconce seance and they pop off Scott's top with the sconce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, me too. It was a crazy party. But anyway, we're glad to be back, guys.
Yeah, we are 50% back.
Yeah.
Mentally, we'll be returning shortly, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Did we have anything else we wanted to say, or should we give them a closing message here?
I think let's just ease in here. So, yeah, I think we're going to be good.
I have something we need to say to the audience. We're going to start doing this at the end of every episode.
Oh, okay.
We just need to let you know that you're not toxic. Nothing you're doing is wrong.
Right.
Everybody is gaslighting you. Be an island unto yourself and continue to listen to the Two Honks podcast. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.